Once upon a time, a beautiful fairy named Lira was passing through a jungle. She came across a very beautiful yet enchanting orange garden. When she sees those giant, juicy oranges, she wanted to taste them. She plucks an orange and eats it. All of a sudden, a wicked witch appears. "What are you doing in my garden? Why are you eating my oranges without my permission?" the witch asked furiously. Lira apologizes, but the witch refuses to forgive and says, "Now I will punish you for this." In the glimpse of an eye, a sky-high tower begins to form in the heart of that magical jungle. The witch imprisons Lira in the tower and takes away her swings. Every day, she would say, "Lira, let down your long golden hair." Witch, angrily, "You must never speak to anyone. Do you understand?" One day, a handsome prince on his horse arrives in the glowing jungle. He marvels at the vibrant, magical landscape. Then, his eyes fall on the mysterious tower. Hiding behind a massive tree, the prince watches as the witch climbs down, using the Lira's golden hair. Determined, he waits for the witch to leave before stepping forward. The prince stands at the base of the tower and calls up, "Prince, Lira, let down your golden hair." The prince climbs up. Inside the chamber, the prince and Lira sit by the window. Lira, teary-eyed, tells him her story. "Prince, gently, I will return tomorrow and take you away from here." He leaves but unknowingly forgets his royal blue hat on the table. The next morning, the witch enters the chamber and spots the prince's hat. She uses dark magic to reveal the truth. The prince bursts into the chamber, ready to rescue the princess. "Witch, you think you can take her? Foolish boy." The witch casts a powerful spell, and before the prince can react, he is lifted into the air. His body shimmers and shrinks until he turns into a stunning golden comb. That night, Lira sits by the window, cradling the golden comb. Her sorrow turns into determination. She prepares the witch's favorite soup, adding a deadly poison. The next morning, Lira offers the witch the poisoned soup. The witch greedily drinks it. Moments later, she gasps, clutching her throat. Dark energy crackles around her as she lets out a final blood-curdling scream. The tower begins to shake, cracks forming along the walls. The golden comb glows and transforms back into the prince. The prince and Lira embrace, surrounded by magical fruits and flowers. "Prince, softly, you are finally free." Tears of joy in her eyes. The prince marries Lira, and they lived happily hereafter. One day, a beautiful young girl, Mira, with long, beautiful golden hair, was plucking flowers from a garden. An old woman with a frail frame and weary eyes approached her. "My dear, could you spare me some food?" She rushed inside the house, brought fresh bread, fruit, and a cool drink, and offered it to the old woman with great respect. The old woman's eyes twinkled with gratitude. "May kindness always follow you. As a reward, I bless you. Whenever you speak, gold, diamonds, pearls, and flowers shall fall from your lips." Mira thanked the old woman and went back inside. As soon as she spoke to her mother, sparkling gold, shimmering diamonds, dazzling pearls, and fragrant flowers tumbled out of her mouth. Her mother gasped in amazement. "What is this magic? Where did you get this power?" she demanded. Mira explained everything. The greedy mother's eyes gleamed with excitement. The next morning, she sent her elder daughter Lila to the garden. But Lila wrinkled her nose in disgust. "Why should I give you my food? You are just a poor beggar. Go away and don't waste my time." The old woman's face fell, and she sighed. "You have a heart as cold as stone. As a punishment, I curse you. Whenever you speak, filthy rats shall fall from your mouth." Lila scoffed and stormed back home. The moment she opened her mouth to complain to her mother, ugly rats scurried out onto the floor. The mother shrieked in horror. "This is your fault," she yelled at her younger daughter. "You gave the wrong information and tricked your sister." In her anger, she grabbed her kind-hearted daughter and threw her out of the house. Heartbroken and alone, Mira wandered into the forest. She sat beneath a tree, crying. Just then, a handsome prince who was passing by saw her tears glistening like diamonds. He approached her gently. "Why are you crying, fair maiden?" Mira hesitated, but as she spoke, gold, diamonds, pearls, and flowers once again spilled from her lips. The prince was astonished. Such beauty and kindness should never go unnoticed. "Come with me to my castle." He took her to his palace, where they soon married in a grand celebration. She became a beloved queen, and they lived happily ever after. Once upon a time, a beautiful princess with long, beautiful golden hair lived in a beautiful castle with a king and a queen. She was very beautiful, but she had unusually big, ugly feet. The princess hated her feet. She used to cry on her ugly feet, and her mom always told her not to be sad on it. The princess accompanies the king for the journey to jungle. As they go deep inside the jungle, she gets mesmerized by the eternal beauty of nature. She sees a glowing watermelon garden. Out of curiosity, she plucks a glowing watermelon and eats it. All of a sudden, a sorcerer appears. He gets very furious of Princess eating his watermelon from. He casts his spell and transforms the princess into a watermelon. One night, a prince goes astray in the jungle. He reaches the watermelon garden. He was amazed to see a big watermelon glowing in the center of the garden. He goes closer to the glowing watermelon and touches it. A gentle voice comes out. "Please let me out from here." A rainbow-colored maple bird talks to Prince and tells him about the story that he tells the prince, "I can take you to the sorcerer's castle. There is only one way to defeat him. You have to kill the parrot who is locked into the golden cage." The bird takes the prince to the crystal castle of the sorcerer. The sorcerer was very clever. The prince asks him to release the princess, but he refuses and asks the prince to fight with him. If he wins, he can free the princess. The rainbow bird spots the parrot locked in the cage. The prince quickly runs to the cage, takes out the parrot, and twists his neck. The parrot dies instantly, and as a result of this, the sorcerer also burns into ashes. The princess transforms into her original form. But when she sees her ugly feet again, she becomes sad. The prince asks, "What's bothering you now?" "Princess, I wish the magic would have turned my big feet into beautiful ones." The prince laughs and says, "I was actually looking for a bride with big feet. Will you marry me?" The princess agrees. The prince takes the princess to her castle, where she reunites with her parents. After a few days, both the prince and princess get married with a grand celebration in the castle, and they lived happily hereafter. Once upon a time, there were 3 sisters who were living in a small cottage in a deep jungle with their parents. Rose, the youngest one, was the most beautiful among all the sisters. She was very kind-hearted, polite, and helping. One day, their father sets up for a far-off journey to the deep jungle. On asking, both elder daughters demand for different gifts. But Rose says, "I don't need anything, father. Just come back safely." "Father, are you sure?" Rose, "Yes, but if you find a red rose, bring it back for me." The man is lost in the forest. He stumbles upon a grand mansion with open doors. He steps inside cautiously and is greeted by the sight of a large, delicious feast laid out on a table. He sits down and begins eating hungrily. After finishing the meal, he notices a cozy bedroom and, feeling exhausted, lies down to sleep. Next morning, the man wakes up and leaves the mansion. He walks outside and is amazed to find a garden full of red roses. He picks one large, beautiful rose. Suddenly, a loud, angry growl echoes through the garden. The beast appears. "Beast, what are you doing? You dare take my roses?" "Father, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted a rose for my daughter." "Beast," angrily, "you will be punished for this." The beast locks the man in a golden cage in the mansion. Rose, realizing her father hasn't returned, grows anxious. She decides to search for him and follows the path into the forest. She eventually finds the mansion and sees her father's horse outside. She enters the mansion and finds her father locked in the golden cage. She requests the beast to let her father go away, and she will do whatever he will say. "Beast, I can let your father free only one condition. You have to stay here for 1 year. After that, I will let you free as well." Rose agrees to it. Rose takes care of the beast for days, cleaning his bedroom, preparing meals, and offering him care. One day, when she comes back from grocery shipping, she finds the beast lying in the rose garden, looking sad. Rose, concerned, "What's wrong?" Beast, sadly, "When you leave, I will be alone again. I don't want to be alone. I will miss you more than you know." Rose beside the beast in the garden, her heart aching. As she looks at him with compassion, a tear falls from her eye and lands on the beast's fur. Suddenly, a magical transformation begins. The beast's fur fades away, and he becomes a handsome prince dressed in fine clothes. The prince, now standing before her, smiles with gratitude. Prince, softly, "Thank you. Your kindness broke the curse." The prince marries Rose and they live happily hereafter.